Hello students, in the last class we have covered some of the negotiation instruments which are bills of exchange, okay, then mean features, then promissory notes and its features, checks and its features, then parties involved in the checks, types of checks, types of open check, the reason behind crossing of a check, then what is the object of crossing, okay. So in the today's class we will be covering some more topics regarding second unit only. So let's move on. So first is the method of crossing, okay. So there are various methods of crossing. So we'll go one by one. So first method is general crossing. It means drawing two parallel transverse line on the cross of the check, across the face of the check, with or without words, and co or not negotiable or account payee between the parallel transfers line. Okay. So it means, for example, this is a check. Okay. So the two parallel transverse line will be there on the top of the left hand side corner. Okay, in between these two parallel line they will write either icon p or not negotiable or any or it will be blank. Okay, so it is called a general crossing. Okay, what is my general crossing? General crossing means drawing two parallel transverse line across the face of the check with or without words and co or not negotiable account or account p with between the parallel transverse line. Okay, clear what is my general crossing? So what are the features? Let's see here. So what are the features? Features of general crossing is there must be two parallel transverse lines. This is very important. If there is no two parallel transverse line, it doesn't consider the general crossing. Okay, this line must be drawn in the middle of the check between this line. Generally, these lines are drawn on the left hand top corner of the check. Okay, left hand top corner of the check. Already shown one example on this side. Okay, this line must be on the face of the check and not on the back. This should be on the face of the check where you're writing the account number, amount numbers and all. Okay, on the face of the check, you have to write you have to draw two parallel transverse line. Okay, so then the word account pay not negotiable do not form an essential part of the general crossing. These words are written to increase the safety of the check. Okay, so here already told in these two parallel transverse lines, either account pay or not negotiable is written. Why? Because just for increasing the safety of the check. Okay, just for increasing the safety of the check, these words are written on the face of the check. Then, a paying banker has to pay the amount of the check to the collecting banker and not to the holder at the counter. See here, whenever there is a general crossing and account pay or not negotiable is written, at that time paying banker has to pay the amount of the check to the collecting banker. Means directly amount will be credited to that particular account, and it will not be hand over at the counter. Okay, suppose if you are having any account pay check, means a general crossing check, and if you go to the counter of the bank will not provide you the cash at the counter of the bank, because they will directly credit that amount to that particular account. Okay, that's the main reason why general crossings are done, just for increasing the safety of the check. Then first was general crossing. Now special crossing. Okay, it means writing across the face of the check the name of some bankers with or without lines or words such as account pay or not negotiable. Okay, so see here, what's the difference here? Though in general crossing also account pay and non negotiable written, but in special crossing, the face of the check, the name of some banker with or without lines are written. Okay, it means writing across the face of the check the name of some bankers or with or without lines or words such as account pay or not negotiable. Okay, so what are the features? Let's see. Don't get confused between general crossing and special crossing. Okay, features: the paying banker has to pay the payment of the check to the collecting banker. Here also same thing. The paying banker has to pay the payment of the check to the collecting banker. There must be collecting banker's name on the face of the check. Okay, collecting banker's name should be available on the check. The two parallel transverse line may or may not be drawn. See here, the two parallel transverse line is not necessary in special crossing. In general crossing, the two parallel transverse line was necessary, but in special crossing, the two parallel transverse line is not so necessary. May or may not be drawn. Okay, the word and company are not written in special crossing. Here and company are not written in special company, but in general crossing and company are written in special. But in general crossing and company are written, but in special crossing and company are not written. Okay, The word account payee or not negotiable do not form a part of special crossing. Okay, it is not necessary, but in general crossing, account payee, not negotiable, and company, it will be necessary. If nothing is written, then it will be problem. Okay, so these are the features of special crossing. Clear which are the methods of crossing? There are two methods of a crossing. That is, one is a general crossing. And general crossing means drawing two parallel transverse line on the face of the check, particularly in the top left hand side corner, with or without words and company or non negotiable or account payee between the parallel transverse line. Okay, here these things are very important. It means the here and company non-negotiable account pay is mandatory. Okay, but in special crossing it is not so. It may be or may not be drawn, or it may be or may not be written. Clear? Now, so what is a not negotiable crossing? Okay, it is a new word for you. Let's see. It means crossing generally or specifically, especially with the words not negotiable. Not negotiable crossing is a warning to transferee to examine the title of the transferor before accepting a check. Okay, clear? What do you mean by not negotiable crossing? A not negotiable crossing means it is a warning to the transferee to examine the title of the transferor before accepting the check. Okay, so before accepting the check, the bank has to verify it completely. Its main objective is to warn the transferee that he will not get better title than that of transferor. Okay, what the main object of not negotiable crossing means? To warn that he will not get better title than that of transferor. Okay, so what is negotiable? Negotiable means already studied, transferring the instrument to any person to make him the holder of the instrument. Okay, so in simple terms, they are clearly mentioned. What is negotiable? Negotiable means transferring the instrument to any person to make him the holder of the instrument. Okay, negotiable gives the right of the holder of the instrument to the transferee. Okay, so there might be MCQ: who gives the rights of the holder to a transferee? Negotiable gives the right of the holder of the instrument to the transferee. Clear? Clear now what do you mean by not negotiable crossing? Okay, so what the main reason behind non negotiable crossing is to see that uh, uh, is to see that bank transfer the amount correctly in a proper way. Okay, next, restrictive crossing means account payee crossing. Most of the businessmen are using this word only, account payee only, account payee. They are drawing the two parallel transfers on the left hand top corner and writing account payee. Account payee is very popular in business world. Okay, so the crossing over, let's see what do you mean by restrictive crossing or account payee crossing. The crossing of check with the word account payee or account payee only is called as restrictive crossing. So yeah, whenever there is a account payee or account payee only is written on the check on the left hand side top, it is known as restrictive crossing. Clear? Clear now what do you mean by not negotiable crossing, and what do you mean by account payee crossing? Clear? Now, so last slide for today's class is this one. So now double crossing. Double crossing means here crossing a check, especially by mentoring the name of the two bank, is called as double crossing. Okay, double crossing requires the writing of the bank of two banks, writing the names of the two banks with or without transverse line. Okay, in simple words, double crossing means they will mention two banks name. Okay, crossing a check, especially by mentoring the name of, especially by mentioning the name of two banks it is. Okay, they will mention at least two banks. Okay, uh, if two banks name are not mentioned, then it is not called as double crossing. Double crossing means writing the name of two banks with or without transverse line. With or without, it's not mandatory that transverse line should be there. With or without transverse line means two parallel transverse line. Okay, with or without transverse line, they can write the name, and that is, check is called as which type of check? Double crossing check. Okay, now obliterating a check, it means erasing the crossing of a check cleverly by a dishonest person. Okay, so it is one type of fraud. Okay, what about obliterating a check means uh, some persons might be there in the world that may be very smart enough. Okay, so they will clearly erase the crossing of a check very clearly. So As you know, the cross check which is erased are not acceptable by the bank, and if it is deducted, that person will be in jail or behind the bars. Okay, so obliterating a check means erasing the crossing of a check clearly by a dishonest person. Okay, though obliterating a check is unfull, if it is detected by the paying bankers here, if it is detected by the paying banker, first and the foremost, the bank will refuse to make the payment of the check. First and the foremost. Okay. Next, what you will do? The bank will call the manager, and from that manager, the manager will again call to the whom? Police officers and all. Okay, because obliterating a check is unlawful. Okay, it's illegal. Okay, clear now? What am I obliterating a check? It is nothing but erasing the crossing of a check clearly by any dishonest person. Okay, so last topic is opening or cancelling of a crossing. So we'll go one by one. First, we'll go opening of crossing. Opening of crossing means cancelling the crossing found on a check. Clear? Cancelling the crossing found on a check. And crossing is cancelled by striking of the crossing by writing the word crossing cancelled pay cash and putting the full signature near the crossing. Okay? Don't get confused. Opening or cancelling of a crossing means cancelling the crossing found on the check. First, what they will do, if they found crossing on the check, they will cancel it by striking off what? By striking off the crossing. They will strike off the crossing by writing some words. Crossing cancelled, pay cash. Clear? They can do like this also. Okay. So what they will do, first of all, they will strike off the crossing. Okay, the crossing will be there now. They will strike off the crossing and write the word crossing cancelled, pay cash, and putting the full signature near the crossing. Where they were the crossing now, they will put the full signature near the crossing. Okay, the crossing can be cancelled by the drawer only. Clear? Clear now? Who is the drawer? Who is the drawer? You already mentioned in the last previous class. Okay, clear now? What do you mean by opening or cancelling of a crossing? Okay, so one thing keep in mind, this type of crossing means opening or cancelling of crossing is can be cancelled only by the drawer. Okay, so today's class we have studied about the methods of crossing. So there are two methods: general crossing, then special crossing. Okay, then some important terms like non-negotiable, instrument, restrictive crossing or account pay crossing, then double crossing, obliterating a crossing, then opening or cancelling of a crossing. Okay, so in the upcoming class we'll again study some more about some new terms like endorsements and types of endorsements and all. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.